Shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Kodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who are teaching 100% truth of the Holy Scriptures. Shalom to the elect, and shalom to the brothers who are pushing the word of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. And this lesson is going to be entitled The Hammer of the Earth. Right? And, the inspiration comes from this video right here. Where's this little boy? This boy shit. See, cause he knows what comes after that sound of them warplanes flying. Right, cause you see he's like at a some type of like refugee camp, a little makeshift little thing, and how you think he got there, man? Because his house got blown up, so he has a form of PTSD, right? Once he hears them bombers, he goes into flashback mode, right? That's why it says a Palestinian child in Gaza is struck with fear mid-interview as he hears IFO warplanes fly by. You see, and that's what's been happening, man. You had Israel. They bombed a school, right? And it killed, if I'm not mistaken, like 100 people. So he sees, he knows firsthand the impact of Esau, Edom, right? As do we, right? We as the Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? We understand the cruelness of Esau, Edom, right? Through his legislative system, right? The jail system. It's all aimed towards none but violence, right? No mercy. All right. So you see, that's why he starts tripping. He fears, man. You see, chilling one second, and then he hears them planes flying by. Because shit, he knows what's next, right? Bombs dropping, limbs everywhere, right? Screams, and you know what I'm saying. 1 minute, the building was there, and then another second, hey man, it's gone. All right. Now you gotta dig through the debris, and you gotta find your loved ones, because that's why I seen another video as well. There was this young man, he was all bloodied up, and he found his mom and his little sister, right? And he basically said, man, look, you don't kill my mother, you don't kill my sister, and man, you just made yourself another enemy, right? Because now he has it in his heart to exact revenge, right? But you see, these Israelis, man, they don't give a damn, man. Again, they purposely stack these refugees, and they end up bombing them, man. Okay. So now gonna get this. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 23. It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And again, that's that hammer, right? A hammer is not only used as a tool, but it could also be used as a weapon. And it's a tool for destruction. All right. Let's see what this word hammer. Forge hammer, meaning to pound. Oh look, this is H6360. sit down. I got my little chart. Salakia, and I'm gonna go to the Hebrew Chaldee lexicon, and it says it's called the hammer, i.e. the devastator of the whole earth. See, because that's what he is, man. You know, goes around and punks these other nations into bowing down to his will, right? And if they don't do it, you could say in like words, he'll bring in these agents, right, to start a coup, assassination attempts, all right. That's how Esau gets down, man. You know, covert ops. And that's why it says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? Because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is doing just that. All right. And it starts with Babylon the Great, man. Because they're the ones that spearheading, right, this whole destructiveness. It says, how is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And again, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he's doing that. Right. He's showing the skirt of these of Babylon the Great, and then I
saw Secretary Rumsfeld, and about 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon, and I saw Secretary Rumsfeld and Deputy Secretary Wolfowitz. I went downstairs just to say hello to some of the people on the Joint Staff who used to work for me, and one of the generals called me in. He said, "Sir, you got to come in. You got to come in and talk to me a second." I said, "Well, you're too busy." He said, "No." He says, "We've made the decision. We're going to war with Iraq." This was on or about the 20th of September. I said, "We're going to war with Iraq. Why?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess they don't know what else to do." So I said, "Well, did they find some information connecting Saddam to Al-Qaeda?" He said, No. He says, "There's nothing new that way. They've just made the decision to go to war with Iraq." He said, "I guess it's like we don't know what to do about terrorists, but we've got a good military and we can take down governments." And he said, "I guess if the only tool you have is a hammer, every problem has to look like a nail."
And that's the point. You see, he said, we got a very good military, and that was the blessing of Esau Edom, which I'm gonna get. But you see, he says every problem, if we have a hammer, let me see.
I came back to see. We've got a good military and we can take down governments. And he said, "I guess if the only tool you have is a hammer, every problem has to look like a nail."
You see, and they are that hammer, that devastator. So every problem has to look like a nail. That's why, you see before and after pictures of Iraq. Okay, this shit is all devastated. And guess what? You get Esau Edom come up in there with their companies, who are the same people that run the military too. They're all connected. So not only do they fund the wars as far as ammunition and tanks and airplanes and guns and all that, right? But then now you get the work force out of it too, and of course they own the building materials as well. So it's a triple win. Esau wins altogether,
So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, he reached over on his desk, he picked up a piece of paper, and he said, I just got this down from upstairs," meaning the Secretary of Defense's office today, and he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran."
And that's the time that we're at. They're planning to go to Iran, all right, with Israel saying that they're not going to let Iran become a nuclear state. Okay, so that was it on the videos. Going to Genesis chapter 27 verse 39. And it reads, "And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above." Talking about to Esau, right? because I'll start at 38. It says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. See, because he got Jacob, you know what I'm saying? He lived up to his name, being that supplanter, right? And it says, and Isaac his father answered him and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. And you have that, man. Esau Edom, man, he has starting with the elites, amen, they have their villas where they don't have the same problems as Jake in the hood. All right, let me pay this bill off first, and I'll ask for an extension this one, or I'm gonna be late on this payment. They don't go through the same problems that we do. All right, flat tires, and they get pulled over. Don't you know who I am? They don't have to deal with the same problems that we do. They have the best of the best. Ain't no GMOs. All right, they're not dealing with rent issues. Because what, man? They have been given that blessing of the fatness of the earth. And you go into the fatness, it also goes into oil as well. These Edomites, man, they got it good. Right, starting with the elites, because you have them 2-time losers, right? It says, and the dew of heaven from above, and you actually have a weapon, which is the direct energy weapons. All right, shoots laser beams from satellites in the sky, man. And they've been using them when you see these fires with the out there in Hawaii, right, Lahaina, right, these different wildfires over here on the west coast. And it says, and by thy sword thou shalt live and shalt serve thy brother. And that's another of his blessing, the sword. Right, he has drones and all types of helicopters, and you know what I'm saying, airplanes and different weapons and some shit that we see in video games. All right, that he has. Right? He has weaponized food. Right? He has weaponized medicine. Everything he has is ultimately a destructive instrument, right? He wields it good as well. It says, and by thy sword that shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his neck from off thy yoke. And you see, that's the time that we're at. He has broken the yoke off his neck, right? Because what during the ruling of the nation of Israel, Esau was under subjection, right? King David put a hurt on them, and then for 40 years, and then another 40 for Solomon, right? And what, he came out, he loosened up now, and that's why that yoke is off of his neck. All right. So we're gonna end off with this Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, a righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. And we look it up in the NIV, it says, the righteous care for the needs of their animals, but the kindest acts of the wicked are cruel. You see? Because, amen, they were built that way. Yahweh Shem Yahushua has programmed them to be evil, to be wicked, right? To have no compassion. All right, that's how the so-called white man was created, right? To be a cruel, man. That's why it says, but the kindest acts of the wicked are cruel. Check that out, man. Because there has to be a good guy and a bad guy, all right? And Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, is that bad guy, and the good guy is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay. So I'm going to end off by giving all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Shalom.